Undefeated, Victor the Iceman Postol.
Tell you something.
Whoa. Good
That is a knockdown. We've got.
The new WBO lightweight champion of the world, Terrence Von Crawford.
Victor Postol is a boring fighter. Terrence Crawford's an entertaining fighter. And Victor Postol's biggest fight to the eye of the boxing fan, which Victor Postol's not even known, and neither is Lucas Matisse, but one more than the other. Victor Postol was very boring. He's very effective, but he's very boring. Understand the distinction. Understand that I appreciate all styles. I understand that not every fighter can be a knockout artist, but every fighter in their own way can be very entertaining. Victor Postol is the absence of entertainment. You understand? My point for this video is he don't even deserve to be in a pay-per-view fight. You understand? Because to be on a pay-per-view fight, you have to sell and you have to be entertaining. That's just business. You understand? In order to do good numbers. Now, I understand him and Crawford undefeated, battling it out for 140 and HBO budget cuts. I understand why. You understand? I understand. But doesn't mean one guy is deserving or it makes sense. Because you can't tell me Jose Benavidez, who is fucking entertaining, who's also undefeated, you can pin the story brown versus black, Mexican versus African American, that's going to sell. You understand? Both guys come to fight. Victor Postol doesn't necessarily come to fight. He comes to box. In his biggest fight versus Lucas Matisse, he clinched. He had a 1-2, couple other punches, but it's basically a 1-2 hook type of stuff. Clinching, used headbutts, elbows, all that. The headbutt twice, maybe 3 times. The thing that affected Lucas Matisse before that punch landed right in his eye. Because you can't tell me Victor Postol punches harder than Danny Garcia that put down Lucas Matisse. You understand? Victor Postol didn't. So it's obviously he was very effective with his head. The referee did a terrible fucking job of acknowledging that what Victor Postol was doing. Terrence Crawford, on the other hand, if you compare performances versus him and Hank Lundy and Postol versus Hank Lundy, Terrence Crawford fucking destroyed Hank Lundy. And Postol was in a fight or a boxing match, let me clarify, in a boxing match, not a fight, in his life for Hank Lundy. You can almost say Hank Lundy versus Postol and Postol's backyard was a fucking draw. You understand? It was a draw. The fans weren't feeling it. It was very like a buzzkill type of thing. The fans weren't even jumping up and nothing. It was not an entertaining fight. You understand? Crawford versus Hank Lundy was because of Terrence Crawford. Compare resumes, compare fights. Terrence Crawford top to bottom is fucking entertaining. I understand why he's on pay-per-view. My question is, why is Victor Posto on pay-per-view? He don't deserve to be on pay-per-view. This is a quality fight against number 1 versus number 2. Posto is regarded as the champ, etc. And I think Terence Crawford is the challenger. The way Terence Crawford is going to win in order to be because Terence Crawford, when he's going for the kill, he drops his hands down and he's kind of reckless. And he kind of leaves his chin exposed. Versus Victor Posto, depends how he's going to play his cards in that fight. Crawford's got to be very methodical, very fundamentally sound, and kind of make it boring. The last time we put these type of fighters, one guy that hugs, one guy that's a knockout artist, I'm just saying, it's a boring fight. Expect Terence Crawford versus Victor Posto to be a boring fight. The winner of this will be the king at 140. But my point is this, it doesn't make for a great fight. I may be wrong because we never know how the outcome turns, but the way I've seen these guys' track records, one lets me know one guy's very entertaining and the other guy, not so much.